Great afternoon, my bro. Rich Loser, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Everything's a blessing. Everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's all a blessing.
Facts. I definitely appreciate your time jumping on here. Busy man, but still always make time for the people. That's one thing I always appreciate about you, bro, for sure.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate you always setting time aside to even congregate like this. So
yeah, man. So we were talking about some beautiful topics earlier, and I just want to say I really interrupted, but because I wanted to capture some of this moment and be able to record it. We was talking about life insurance, and going into 2023, you was previously saying how it's going to be one of the topics to talk about. So you just want to, if you recall where you left off, you can just take it away.
Yeah, I was just saying about insurance, man. One, for the people who don't know it, it's if not the biggest wealth builders this country has ever had, from conception to now. So just knowing that, we should have more people not only participate in it, but be covered by life insurance. The next thing is that insurance is the only thing, whether the market is good or bad, that is always needed. If the world is going great, you're making money, you're having the time of your life, you got your family, everything's rolling the way it should be, that's a perfect time to get insurance to protect against a significant turn, a drop, something changing, a sudden death. When your family's doing good, don't just enjoy the times, protect the time. So when something comes bad or something unexpectedly happens, they have life benefits. Just because you pass away does not mean their life significantly changes. Their uncle died, their dad died, and all of a sudden life just was horrible. That is a selfish position to put your loved ones in. Then I was saying vice versa, when things are horrible, and remember, horrible to humans mean like we're gonna muscle through it, we're gonna get through it. But when things are horrible and you're putting in plan to, come up out the rut, things are horrible, you're losing, before it goes horrible, there's something called house insurance. There's income protection insurance. There's life benefits insurance. There's corporate insurance, where even if your company catches on fire or major vandalism or storm, that horrible time won't feel so horrible if you have the proper insurances in place. So again, that's all I was saying to you. It's like, wow, like insurance is the only thing that consistently makes sense. Real estate don't always make sense. The stock market don't always make sense. Your 401k and your IRA, those don't make sense at all. Those are just for the simple, that can't save their own money or don't want to invest. Those are tools to get other people rich. So, hey, if you're doing them, I'm not downing you. It's better than nothing. But, if you're not in the dealing with the top three, you're just, you're not even in the game. Insurance being number one, I'm biased, so real estate is number two. And if you're not in the markets, and again, when I say market, stock market, Bitcoin market, all those markets as far as investment strategies, and again, they have risky and then they have non-risk stocks. But if you're not going directly there yourself, if you just got to go through your 401k or you got to go through your IRA, that's just for other people, sanity and protection and wealth, right?
That's beautiful, bro. I appreciate you sharing this piece, man. And I just want to say this. I recently found out about BOLI, a term called BOLI. It's bank-owned life insurance. So I don't know if you knew about this, but banks, uses life insurance as a way to tax shelter their money. So just that way they don't get taxed. So even the banks, it's amazing. I'm personally, I'm new to the industry, but I'm excited to learn so much more about financial wealth and just be able to share.
Yeah, yeah. And you actually said it the right way. It's not even just life insurance or life benefits. It's really like financial hacks, wealth hacks, knowing, it's so unfortunate because poor people, and I just mean people in financial hardship, and that space in life, they don't even have life insurance, let alone know that this life insurance can help create wealth. So if depending on what side of the spectrum you are, if you have to go fight and beat somebody over the head just to get life insurance, they're never even gonna know that their opportunities in life insurance, health insurance, policies to help them become wealthy, right? They don't even know that. So again, and then again, like insurance is it's one of the biggest, it's not a ripoff, but what it is like, because people don't know how to use these benefits, or people are getting the wrong benefit policies, or people are not even making claims on their insurance thinking like, oh, I want to protect. No. If insurance is for when your business catch on fire, insurance is for when you crash your car. Insurance is to take care of your dead ones and your surviving loved ones. So again, if somebody has to beat you over the head just to get insurance, imagine the benefits that you don't even know about, or the benefits you're not exercising. Okay, a lot of insurance companies bank on the fact that most people are not going to ever use these insurances, or they don't know how to use them, or they're so cheap. You want the $19 policy instead of the $60 policy. With a $60 policy,
Amen.
You can actually take the money back out of it. The $19 policy, guys, that's only term life.
Woo.
And again, I'm not a insurance guy, but basically that's saying if you don't die in 20 years, you got to start it all over.
Bro, just to touch on that, man, because a lot of people don't even know, a recent client was paying for a term life insurance, but she thought she had whole life the whole time, but she had term life. Just imagine paying for something you thought you had the right thing, but it ended. But when you really needed it, you don't have it. Just imagine that, man.
Now, I'm going to be, I'm just going to not be nice on this one, but imagine the reason why she probably didn't know is because she only had one. If you only got one life benefit policy, you're already wrong. You should have several. That way you start to figure out which tools are for which. You ask questions, and then there would have been no way that somebody got over on her for the last 20 years.
Facts.
Guys, getting one insurance policy is like buying one pair of shoes.
Ooh.
Remember, you should have a pair of shoes for your outside work around the yard. You should have a pair of shoes for work, maybe two pair of shoes for work. You should have a pair of athletic shoes. Now, again, just because in this case, because a lot of people say you don't need that many of anything. But in the case of shoes, you actually do need multiple pair of shoes because you don't want to wear your work shoes in the yard. So with these life policies, it's kind of like getting the appropriate shoes. You need one to bury you, one to protect you from your car, one to protect you, your business. Get an umbrella one just in case you get sued and it trumps all of your policies together. You need gap insurance when you wreck your car to pay the difference between your loan and what it's worth.
So and the life insurance, we call that waive of premium, to where we maintain our premium for them.
Right, exactly. So if you only got one insurance policy, you need insurance to make your your medicine when you go to the pharmacy cheaper. Obviously you need life insurance. I mean, medical insurance, life insurance. And then when you get to the life insurance, depending on if you got kids, if you got a business, how your business is going to be structured. There's just so many amazing benefits of having insurance that if you only have one policy, if you have zero, I just feel bad for you. If you only got one, you're just completely wrong. Think of insurance as tennis shoes, and not because you per se want 7 different pair of tennis shoes that you just go get them. You actually need, guys, have you ever went to the beach with basketball sneakers on or with boots on? Ooh. It almost makes the walk through the sand not enjoyable. All of a sudden you put on flip-flops or beach shoes and walking through the sand is a breeze.
Gotta have proper tools.
You gotta have the proper tools. And again, the wealthy few have been maxing out the policies. If you are left $100,000 in your bank account, you got a lot of options, but I'm just going to go on the 2 obvious. You can save it, spend it. So I guess it's 3, or you can get life insurance with that whole 100 grand. Well, 1, if you save it, you're losing money because of inflation. 2, if you spend it, well, I hope you had a great time, but 100 grand is just not going to last long, and you're not going to help your kids and your grandkids or anybody other than yourself. And 3, let's say you get that 100 grand and you put it into the right life benefit tools. Okay, well, 1, you're going to spend a fraction of that money and you're going to get way more life benefits than $100,000, right? So there's a potential that you could spend $30,000, but your death benefits would be $300,000 for your kids, right? So, so you can literally put $30,000 in life insurances, double the $100,000. You could spend 30, and then you can use 30 to start a business. But only with that life policy does the money triple. Right? Now, again, you can put the whole 100 in, and you can still use the $100,000 and retain the death benefits. Think about that. You have $100,000. 1, you can start spending, it's gone. 2, you can put it in life policy, still spend 100, and still have $300,000 of life benefits on the other side when you die.
Untaxed,
right? That's amazing. That's why, you know, I just believe in insurance. I really do. You know, it took me a lot of educating myself to understand it. It's very scary. The first couple policies I bought, I literally just told the insurance guy, I said, hey, just give me what you think I need. Please be honest. Because I didn't understand it at that time. You know what? That guy gave me a bunch of policies. He's made his commission, and I'm still happy that I got these policies, because my kids are going to be just in a great position. And not only that, that exact same money I can go borrow right now to buy real estate if I want.
It's beautiful. Like, how do you miss out?
You don't miss out by getting insurance. You know, even when you're at Walmart and they say, hey, do you want to spend $15 to protect that video game? I mean, yeah. You got to think your kids are most likely are going to break it. Most likely within 3 years, something is going to happen. And you could just walk that old game back in there and get a brand new one. Yeah. So literally you bought the first one for $150. You're buying the next one for $15. Right? So now a game that would have lasted 2 years before you never saw it again can last 4 years. And that's if you don't get a policy on the second one.
Yeah, which you'll be dumb not to do it. Once again, bro, I know you was about to leave the house. I appreciate you jumping on here. Oh man, 26 minutes of nonstop. Jules, bro, you're amazing, man. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to share before we hop off?
That's it, man. Whether you're rich or poor, get life insurance. Get insurance. Be insuranced up. That's probably the only purchase you probably will never regret, is having the proper insurances.